What's good, ladies and gentlemen? This is the Listen Doctor Radio, bringing you guys a brand new show. Let's get it.
What's good, ladies and gentlemen? You already know what it is. It is the Listen Doctor Radio, bringing you guys a brand new story today, man. While I was live on BIGO, I decided to say, you know what? Fuck it. Let's go ahead and go live and talk about these news stories I've been trying to get to, but I haven't had a chance to get to. And what better time to get to them than right now, right? The topic we are talking about right now, man, I've been telling you guys about what's going on right now with the corona. A lot of these kids has been going out of control. A lot of these parents have not been able to keep these kids under wraps. A lot of things has been happening out there in the world. Shout out to people that's live right now, that's coming over on YouTube as well. We are live on YouTube. Shout out to the people that's coming over here on BIGO as well. For anybody that watches on the replay, as always, hit the like button, subscribe button, and share to bring more people into the content. The more people you bring in, the more people we can get in the comment section, create a dialogue, and people can start talking about the issues. I want you guys to share this to your Facebook, your Twitter, your Instagram, I don't give a fuck if you got a MySpace. Share it. Anybody, anyone, if you care about them and you care about the world, you should want them to hear this topic of what we're talking about today. The topic of the show is what is the obsession with young males with guns? And the reason why I'm doing that topic, because a young man was murdered in Chicago for asking another young man a question about how tall he was. This man followed these kids. This little boy, this teenager, followed these kids, and he murdered this kid for no reason. I want you guys to pay attention to it. If you are in the building, please hit me with a like, man, and share the broadcast. If you are over here on BIGO as well, hit me with some hearts. All that matters and counts, man. I really appreciate it. Hopefully you guys can see me clearly. Shout out to Queenie back in the building. Hopefully you guys can see me clearly. Let's go ahead and get to the video. Like I said, for the people that just came in, we getting ready to do a video about a young boy, 2 young boys who was murdered the other day in Chicago for asking another young guy because he was tall. He was asking this guy because he was tall a question about him being tall. He waited till these guys left the store and he shot them and killed them. And I want to know why is a lot of young black males are worrying about carrying guns. They love the possession of having guns in their hands. And I'm going to ask a question to the people that's in the chat. Would you allow your son to have a gun at a young age? Play with guns, anything. Because if you ask me, people think it's a game. But my son won't even know what a water gun is. He won't even know what a water gun is when he's in my house. He won't. I'm not going to even let him play with it. Shout out to Steve in the building. Shout out to the people that's coming in the building. My son, right, Queen said, hell no. My son won't even know what a gun is. But let's go ahead and watch this video. As you can see on the stream, this is the young guy who did the shooting, who did the murder. And one of the things I want to talk to you guys about in this video, if you could pay attention to it, is how stupid young men are. Just watch.
It's the Listen Doctor Radio, bringing you guys a...
They keep playing. Sorry. I want to show you how stupid some people are, because he didn't even have enough sense not to go back to the store, the scene of the crime. Here we go.
Candy. Appeared in court today on charges he shot and killed 2 teenagers he didn't even know as they were on their way to buy candy.
WGN's Gaynor Hall live with that story. It's so tragic on so many levels, Gaynor.
It's heartbreaking, Pat and Dina. A prayer vigil for the victims is getting started here shortly. As the gunman in this case, he's 19 years old, now being held without bail. 17-year-old Jayshawn Francis and 16-year-old Charles Riley were friends and students at Hyde Park High School. They didn't know Leroy Battle, but police say a brief encounter with him on Saturday ended with deadly gunshots. Francis and Riley were with another friend after a trip to the mall. They walked to a gas station to get candy. That's when they saw Battle in line. Prosecutors say the friend who witnessed the shooting noticed Battle had a gun in his waistband. He told his friends that and then asked Battle about his height, saying he wished he was as tall so he could play basketball. Police say Battle followed the boys and opened fire multiple times in an alley near 79th and Luella, killing Francis and Riley.
It's the only conversation that occurred. There was no altercation. There was nothing that would have set off a battle to be angry at these kids. They literally, he's about 6'3", 6'4", and they literally just asked him how tall he was because he is extremely tall. I know it doesn't make any sense, and so just imagine how the parents feel.
Police released surveillance footage of the gunman who was wearing a dark hoodie, whitewashed jeans, and only one shoe, and prosecutors say he walked with a noticeable limp. He dumped the gun in a garbage can, and surveillance video showed that he returned the next day wearing the same clothes, presumably looking for the gun, but investigators already had it. Police say Battle was arrested hiding out at a hotel in Schiller Park, and he had gotten a haircut. He is now charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder and was already on probation for aggravated unlawful use of a weapon. Prosecutors say Battle was identified because of numerous tips from the community. 2 Chicago police officers also identified him, and police are saying tonight that he did admit that it was him on that surveillance video. He's due back in court on July 15th. Reporting live from South Shore, Gaynor Hall, WGN.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, you heard the story, you heard what happened. These 2 little boys went to the store to buy candy. They asked this tall guy that was in the line, how tall are you? He told them how tall he was. He followed them in the alley, shot them several times, hid the gun in the trash can, went back to pick up the gun days later. They found him in a hotel hiding out. He had already got a haircut and everything, while those 2 boys' bodies were in the morgue. And my ideal is, and I want to ask you guys, why is it so many young males picking up weapons? I have my theory. I want to ask you guys your theory. If you are in the comment section, you can put your theory in the comment section and tell me why you think. But I'm going to tell you guys what I think right now. People have lost the idea of fighting with these 2 fists. It's so easy to want to pick up a weapon. People are scared of getting an ass whooping. It's just an ass whooping. You're just going to get beat up. You're going to get an eye, a black eye or 2. Go by your business. You live your life. Picking up a gun, anybody can kill somebody. Because the story that I'm going to do tomorrow, actually, a 1-month-old shot his brother in the back, killing his brother. Yes, I said it. A 1-month-old shot his brother in the back, killing his brother. That proves my motherfucking point that anybody can be a killer. It don't make you man enough to fucking pull a gun that makes you a man. It makes you a man to kill somebody. It is very, very unsafe in Chicago. And I ask people that's from Chicago, why our city so fucking unsafe? Why our city so much gang related? He already had charges on him already. He already had charges. What's wrong with our justice system? I know back then we used to say it's harsh to put a kid in jail Give him another try. Let him out. Man, fuck that. Because guess what's happening? Because what they doing right now is just what the Black Lives Matter people are doing. They not giving a fuck about these cops. They don't give a fuck about the law. They don't give a fuck about authority. Because the motherfucking person that's raising them, i.e. single mother. And I'm going to give y'all a hand clap every show. Because I have people that's close to me who are single moms. And they tell me, Doc, you can't just say that, Doc. They got too many successful moms. That's single moms. And you're right. I'm going to give you a hand clap. But my thought still remains. It need a fucking father in that house. Mommy can do it. But you need a father to show that man how to be a motherfucking man. That's why you raise these faggot motherfuckers who want to put their hands on women, who want to kill women, who want to sleep around on women. That's how you raise these motherfuckers. Because mommy is too emotional already. Y'all are too emotional. Can we be honest as women and men? Can we honestly say y'all are overly emotional? Y'all make y'all kids overly emotional. You do. It's a fucking fact, bro. 9 times out of 10, if your child is raised by the mom and dad, that child has the most successful of being a great success. It's a fucking fact. You cannot argue with the numbers. You can't. Now, that's not saying Usher, mom, who raised him single, didn't do a good job. That's not saying Jay-Z, mom, who raised him single, didn't do a good job. We get it. We get it. It's success stories. We ain't talking about that. We talking about Chicago with these young boys killing. He killed 2 little kids. Never had nothing to do in their life. They couldn't go to school. They couldn't go to college. They won't get married. They won't have no kids. They won't get their first job. Nothing. They dead because he asked them how tall he was. And I'm supposed to big up single moms. I'm not doing it. Because I'm a fucking man. And I'm a father when I have a kid. And I think, and I'm going to keep fighting, fathers should be in the house. Fathers should be in the house. Because that's how God created it. And that's how it's supposed to be. Yeah, single moms can do it. But you cannot tell me not having a dad is it's a problem. A lot of these women are having abandonment issues because they daddy not in their life. I'm married to one of them. And I could go on tape and say it. If my wife would have had her fucking dad in her life, man, 100% difference. 100% difference. You know how I know? Because I got adopted to a household who had 2 black parents who made me to be the man that I am. That's how I know the importance of having a dad in your life is important. Now, you got the bitch bullshit ass men. You got the bullshit ass men. Facts. You got the bullshit ass men who don't want to take responsibility or say, fuck it. I don't care that you had a child for me. I don't want the responsibility. And leave you, or beat you, an addict, smoke drugs, you put him through school. Yeah, you got that type of man. But what we never do is, we never ask why is he that way. We never do. But when it's come to women, we ask why did she do those things she did. She cheated on him. Why did she cheat on him? What made her cheat on him? A man cheat, he's just a dog, period. Because I know, I go to these hair salons and listen. When a man cheat, ain't know he had a bad day. Ain't know he was insecure about himself. She made him insecure. Y'all don't give a fuck about that. Y'all just care that he cheated. But when y'all cheat, It's 100 excuses. And your girlfriends don't make it no better. Your girlfriends, your friends, your fake ass friends make y'all believe that y'all did nothing wrong by telling y'all this one thing. You know what they tell y'all? You know what they tell y'all? We all human. Everybody make mistakes. You just made a mistake, baby. Don't let nobody fault you for making a mistake. But guess what? If you cheated with her boyfriend, she would beat your ass. Facts. Secretly, she talking about you. My daughter didn't need her. Right. You're right. Right. Some cases, the father being in the house can be a burden on you and your daughter. Or you and your children. I'm 100%, I'm with that. I'm with that. I'm going to keep fighting for men's rights. We don't have any. We gave y'all all y'all rights. Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, the Black Panthers, the list can go on. Black men and black women fought for y'all to have y'all rights. Y'all couldn't vote before men was fighting for that shit. Now, the man is on a pedestal where we used to be here. And y'all used to be here with us. Now the man is down here and y'all are up here. And that's not cool. That's not cool. Because without men in this world, you wouldn't have any children being born. You wouldn't have anything. Like, you wouldn't have it. You wouldn't have what we call America. Because men built this fucking country. We did. Facts. We did. The jobs that y'all don't want to get because it breaks your nails, we do. The jobs that's dangerous, that y'all don't want to put y'all lives on the line, we do. Men going in those houses, rescuing women when a burning building. It just started happening that y'all want to do the same job. Get paid to do the same job, but do less than the man does. It's a fucking fact. It's a fact. You can't erase the fact. But men don't get any respect in this country. In Africa, they treat men like royalty. They treat men like they are kings. They call their husband kings. They call their wives queen. In America, you're a queen because you're a woman. And that's fucking false. You're a queen just because you're a woman in America. Any girl with a vagina is a queen. But we don't say that to our little boys. We don't call our little boys kings. We don't encourage our little boys to do nothing with their life other than playing sports. In the black community, I can't talk about the white community. They tell their kids to do other shit. But in the black community, you being a sport athlete or rapper. That's what you're doing. That's what you're doing. But like I said, man, these little boys had no fucking nothing. They didn't even do anything to get killed. And they were murdered behind the hands of black men. In Chicago, I'm going to keep saying it when these crimes happen. Where the fuck the protests at? I don't see no protesting. I don't see nobody going out protesting. I don't see it. Where's the protest? You won't see it. Because we don't care when we kill each other. We only care when somebody white does the crime. But we can kill all day. And nobody has nothing to say about it. And then when I bring it up, I'm Uncle Tom for bringing it up. You bringing up what we doing. White people kill white people all day. I don't see nobody else talking about it. I'm not white, you dumb motherfucker. I don't care what their community does. I care about what my community does. So why should I talk about what white people do? And I'm not amongst white people. You ever thought about that? But thinking makes you have to have logic, and black folks don't have logic. Not all, right? Not all. Not all. That saying that, not all, is stupid in itself. Because I know black people have logic, but I gotta say not all to not make my fans, who call themselves my fans, okay with what I said. If you my fan, you should understand it's my point of view, not y'all's. It's mine. My point of view is that y'all don't have no logic. But the fact remains, if you talk to people, black folks with logic, they don't understand what you're talking about. They really don't. It makes you think you stupid from talking with logic. Logic, common sense. But if common sense was common, everybody will have it, right? Exactly. This little boy was murdered in cold fucking blood. He's so stupid, he went back for the gun. He went back for the fucking gun. Try to find it. This is what's happening in Chicago. And it's a big problem. And it takes people like me to talk about it. I had somebody inbox me, y'all, and told me, you need to stop talking about Chicago. They're going to wind up coming to your city and doing something to you. If I had to take myself and be that sacrificial lamb and die for what I believe in, I will. Because I'm not afraid of dying. I'm afraid of not telling the truth. I'm afraid of not telling people that it's a problem. I'm not afraid of hurting people's feelings. I'm afraid of not hurting your feelings, making you think that you're doing something okay. I'm not afraid of dying for what I believe in. And what I believe in, men are important. We should be. We deserve to be. And it's about time that men get their motherfucking respect that they deserve. Because without y'all, without men, it would not be no woman in the world. God gave up our rib cage to make y'all. So you wouldn't even be here if it was not for a motherfucking man. So start giving your man his fucking respect that he deserves. If you got a good man, what I'm saying, all men don't deserve respect. I'm sorry. You got a nigga that don't do nothing. He beats you. He cuss you out. That nigga don't deserve the respect. But y'all give it to him. But a good man like me, I get fucked over. Get fucked over. Get fucked over. Get fucked over. Because we looked at it as soft. But soon we start putting our hands on y'all, then we're the problem, right? Then we're the problem. Oh, that's the problem. You just like every other man. Why wouldn't I be? Those are men that's getting the most respect. It shouldn't be that way. You should respect your man just because that's your fucking husband. Or just because that's your mate. And you love that person. That's why you should give him respect. Not because it's a motherfucking duty. Not because it's a job to do. Vice versa. You should give your wife respect because that's your wife. You should give your girlfriend respect because that's your girlfriend. And that's the problem with most couples. It's always me. Not what's best for both people. I got more stories like that and more on the website. I got a minute left, man. You guys can go to the website. The website is www.listendoctor.com. That's www.listendoctor.com. Any story you would like to send me, black related, white related, Mexican related, I don't give a fuck what the race is. If it's a story out there that you want me to talk about, you can send them to the email address thelistendoctortv@gmail.com. thelistendoctortv@gmail.com. I get all of them there. I got more stories like this one that I will be doing later today. I got some stories that will be dropping later today as well on the YouTube channel and on the website. And you can go to the website, thelistendoctor.com, and find out any broadcast I do. If it's BIGO or YouTube, you can go there and find all that as well. We got merchandise that's coming out. You can find that as well. You can find out what BIGO is. You can find out all that on the website. Anybody that's trying to get at me for any personal or other reason, for counseling, for just to talk to me and say, man, I'm feeling like I'm suicidal right now. The number to call is 504-289-5057. 504-289-5057. I am the hotline for suicides as well. And the number for hotline for suicides will be at the bottom of the description box for anybody that feels like that. And we are doing Suicide Prevention 3. A lot of people have been asking me about it, even on BIGO. You guys will get that show. It's coming up. I've been procrastinating because the person who was supposed to help me run that show, actually, we're not talking no more. I got somebody else doing it, and we will be talking about suicide preventions, my story of how I tried to commit suicide, how I survived it. If you have those stories, I want you guys to be in town for it and watch it, because it's going to be a great, great show. Every suicide prevention show that I have done has been great. We cried, we said all kind of stuff together, and we lived afterwards. So anybody that want to check out those shows, you can go to thelistendoctor.com, check it out over there, or you can go to YouTube and just put in suicide prevention by the Listen Doctor, of course, and it will pop up. Thank you guys. I am the Doc. I love you guys. Peace. Thank everybody on BIGO as well who came through. Everybody that came through on BIGO with support, man. Thank you guys. I cannot do it alone. My Mob Life family, Beauty, always in the motherfucking building. My girl Bookie, a.k.a. Cookie, always in the motherfucking building. Thank you guys for coming through. And everybody on YouTube, make sure if you watch this to the end, subscribe to my YouTube channel, thelistendoctor.com, and every platform that I do have will be at the bottom of the description box. Hit that subscribe button before you leave the show, and hit the bell so you can get the post notifications whenever we put a live video out. I'm signing off, the Doc. Thanks.